What's up guys, Vapor's True here, bringing you a pretty interesting video here. I'm on Forza Horizon 2. I'm going to be showing y'all how I set up my drift cars in this game. As you see here, I'm sitting in a Mazda Miata. Something special about it, this is a car that I've always wanted my whole entire life pretty much. I don't know why, it's just I like the car. And the way this car is done up and painted. Funny story, one of my good friends, he just got one of these cars. So what did I do? I tried to recreate his car in game, well, paint wise. Performance wise it's completely different, but paint wise this is pretty much in game how it looks, which I will have two pictures on screen now of his car. Back to the way I set up these cars, or drift cars in Horizon 2. Let me get to it. Okay, I'm already in the car. I'm sitting here. I got the car upgraded. I'm not going to go in detail on my upgrades. I will link all my parts that I have in the car down below in the comments. But tuning wise, I'm going to talk about the way I do this. Tire pressure on Horizon, I can't really tell much difference in tire pressure, so I just normally leave them at 30. Gearing wise, I just try to get the gearing so you know it's kind of drivable. I'm not going to go into great detail on gearing. What I want to go into is the way I really get the springs set up, which I'll go back through all these where y'all can see how to do this. So basically what I do with the springs, you see my settings here, but first you're going to need two things, which the easy way to show you is me going to this right here. Okay, when you're here and you pull up over there where it says your power, torque, weight, and all that, what you need is your weight and your front, which is the 52% for the front thingy. And you need a calculator. It does help once you can do it in your head, which I can't do it in my head. So basically what I do, I take the weight of the car, which is 2114, and I times that by 52%. When I get that, I come up with 1990.28. Okay, so that's my weight across my front end of the car. Well, I'm guessing, that's what I'm guessing. So when I have that weight right there, what I tend to do is, okay, I can take that weight and I'm going to divide it by 2, which I come up with 549.6 pounds. So in Forza, all these are guesses and it works out perfectly fine for me. I'm going to go back to the tuning section right here and go back over to springs. See, these are a little off. I was messing around earlier, so they're not exactly right. So after I divided that, I'm at 549. So on the front, how you can't adjust and like have individual shocks on Forza. What I'm guessing, like both the front springs, you're going to want them equal on both sides. So by taking the weight and then the pounds on how much the springs, I'm guessing on how much the springs will hold up on the car. So if I say put the 549 in, okay, I'm way off. 549, not 599. Okay, same thing goes to rear. You take the same number and you get the rear weight, which I think it's going to be, what, 48? yeah, it'd be 48% for the rear. You enter that, it's 1014.72. Same thing, I'm dividing it by 2 because there's 2 springs on it. I come up with 507. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise this to 507. I'd like to say 507.3, but I don't know if I can't get that. 7.4, close enough. But okay, that's how I get my springs. And I'm going to talk about my anti-roll bars now. On my setups, on drift cars at least, I normally leave the rear sway bar stock. I kind of like my front sway bar kind of stiff. I mean, you can just mess around with it a little bit and everything to get what you like, because it does make a big difference on how the car handles and how it throws itself around and stuff. But these settings, I don't know if I actually changed these. These right here could be completely stock settings. If I go with the brakes, I don't have race brakes in this car. Differential. These are the stock settings, which I find they work fairly decent. Just remember, lower you got it setting, more open the diff is, so each tire spins individually. So higher you got, quicker they lock together, I guess. But 75 is a good medium, I guess. That's where I like it. But if I go over to the alignment now, which these are my starting settings that I normally start with. Your toe, that's, I guess, what you like. I guess how you can set that up. I find having the front toe higher, I can hold more angle easier with the controller, at least, because I drift with the controller. And caster, I always bring it to 7 for drift cars. Most time with race cars as well. Just, right, you can run less camber, I guess, doing that. I always put a little bit of rear negative toe on the cars. But the way I'm gonna actually go and show y'all how I fine-tune these. But I'm gonna run through all these so y'all can see my settings for this car. So that's the tire pressure, the gearing, that's my alignment, my anti-roll bar, my springs and ride height, dampenings, aero, I have none, brakes, nothing, and my differential. Pretty much what that car is. Again, this is a pretty low horsepower car. I only think I'll check real quick. It should only have like 300 and something horsepower. Yeah, 369. It's really light though. That's the plus. You can run a lot less power. Okay, let me back out of all this. Okay guys, this is how I get my cambers. There's the easiest way I found for my camber to get them adjusted correctly. Pretty much when you're all driving around, drifting or whatever, you want to press down your D-pad, which pulls up this menu right here. You want to go over to the heat page, which shows your tire temperatures of your car. Get your tires all warmed up, driving around, drifting around, however you want to get your tires heated. And my rule of thumb that I go by is 10 degrees. What I'm talking about 10 degrees is your inner and outside of your tire. You want them to be at least 10 degrees apart from each other. Closer you get it, good. But if you're way off from 10 degrees, you don't have as much grip. And the way I find to get that up pretty easily, basically just drift back and forth kind of like this right here. It does take a little bit of time to get them heated. Hello, Mr. Yellow Corvette and Black Ferrari. But that's pretty much all you want to do, is try to get your temperatures set correctly by adjusting your camber and everything. But I do hope this video helps somebody out there set their drift cars up. I mean, if you got any questions, you can leave a comment or private message me on YouTube or something, and I will try to get back to you as quick as possible. I do answer everybody's questions that leaves comments and everything, or sends me messages. But remember guys, I'm Vaporous True. Peace out.